Hi, everybody. Welcome in or welcome back. And then if you're new, welcome to Enlightened Journeys. My name is Astraea Love, and I'm here to enlighten your journey. So the crystal that we're going to be talking about today, just going to cleanse it really quick, is Bumblebee Jasper. That is these crystals right here. And then I'm going to show you. So when I came into my office, my little tower of Bumblebee Jasper, this cute little guy, love this thing, man. Anyways, it was knocked over on its side, and I was like, Spirit, what does that mean? And it means that somebody's trying to knock over your self-confidence, or they don't want you to see your self-worth. Okay, those were the two messages. Just had to get that out before we begin. So make sure that you guys are familiar with my legal disclaimer. It's this above part. It just basically teaches you how to navigate tarot, all right, in a safe way. So, but by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled, be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. And I'm not going to even go into my personal human rights because everybody, if you're in America, you know that we have the freedom of speech. If you're not in America, then I feel bad for you because you might not have the freedom of speech. Anyways, but we're going to go into the prayer. So the prayer, I kind of freestyle it a little bit. I pray all of this stuff all the time. Okay. But I just summarize it basically. Okay. So if you don't pray, that's totally fine. You really don't have to. I'm basically doing it for you right now. But you can always be like, yes, I agree. Okay, so we are asking at the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, the archangels, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, and any ancestors or ascended masters that want to come forward, including Jesus, Muhammad, all right, that type of energy. So basically, we ask that the Most High God continue to order our steps when dealing with the psychic realm. And then we also ask that the Most High God, please block out all evil and any negative people, anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to reveal to me and my collective. And I pray for all of my subscribers. And then I'm asking now, as I call upon God's favor, to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles and not destroying us all. In your holy name, Lord my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Amen. Okay, so somebody tried to hex y'all's social media account. So I don't know. And then whatever other online accounts that you have, like they just did a general curse them through social media. So I don't know if you guys have a platform. You guys, I'm seeing the web. So I'm seeing the world on the bottom. I have to cover her body up, but I am seeing the world on the bottom. That to me represents the World Wide Web. So you could be doing something on the internet. You could just have a social media that you update every once in a while. Okay, you've got a very nasty energy that I hate to say that you've attracted this, but something within you has attracted this situation. It's a situation that involves bullying, but it also involves this person being so jealous of your worldwide success that they are trying to hex it, basically, by sending janky eye, like stank eye, whatever it's called, evil eye. I hate saying the word evil, but yeah, there were a few words that I was not allowed to say growing up. Like, shut up was one of them. I couldn't say that. Hate was another one. And I think evil was also another one. Those were the words that we did not say. Okay, so this person has tried to 10 of swords you. I can clearly see that this is what they're doing. They want some crazy ass judgment to be called down upon you, and that's not what's in, that's not what's in the cards. So I don't know who's going to come across this video. If it's going to be the person I'm getting, yes, we are attracting in positivity. I'm getting that it's going to be possibly the people that are doing the bullying, and it's going to be the people that are getting bullied. So this is going to be a very interesting reading. Also, this sun and the 10 of swords, this is something they just tried to do with this solar eclipse. So I'm putting the sun card down, and I'm putting the 10 of swords down because those two are related to one another right now. So yeah, immaturity, laziness, lack of this is the sun in the reverse. So if you take everything about the inner child, because if you look on this card, you see that if it was in the upright, you would see the sun and you would see a child riding a horse. Maybe that's a unicorn. No, it's a horse. Okay. Anyways, it's upside down. So you take all of the attributes of that inner child, like in its most wounded self, and you flip that. This is the type of person you're dealing with, somebody that's so immature on the inside. So it says crisis and confidence. Remember when I just said that this crystal that I came in here and it was knocked over on its side, and I'm wearing it on my arm right now, that this crystal helps with self-esteem and self-worth. Somebody was trying to mess with your confidence. Straight up. It says that any facet of this person's life is at risk right now. Their future is in doubt, possible loss of a job, home, or a loved one. This person is literally, they are trying, okay, what this person is going to do when they realize that this is the backfire, they're going to go try to reverse what they just did, and they're going to end up taking themselves out because you're protected from this. See this Ace of Wands right here? You're protected from this. The universe and your ancestors are ready to come to war for you. Excuse me, ready to come to war for you. And they don't care that this person is immature and won't heal their inner child, won't go within, and won't look at themselves. Like, spirit is over it. Also, this card talks about broken engagement and people not being able to deal with the reality of their situation. So I don't know if somebody's lost a home. Okay, if this is your home, why the fuck are they living in it? And if they were making you, I don't want to say making you homeless, but if they were draining your financial stability for a home, why would they think that this would be able to continue on? This person used the solar eclipse a couple days ago to try to hex you, and it's already backfired on them. They're in the 10 of swords, which means that basically they're screwed. And I really mean that. They don't know how to break this hex. They're stupid. I mean, I can break hexes and curses all day, easy as shit. But this person, no, they can't do that. They don't have the ability, they don't have the spiritual connection to do anything like that. So this is telling them, because of their actions, trouble is on the way. They keep thinking like a victim or like a martyr, and that's really working against this person. I don't know if they tried to victimize you or martyr you, but it pretty much feels like it. If they could have crucified you, they would have. Yeah, you're dealing with a Page of Pentacles energy, somebody who's very, very immature. This also could be somebody trying to work through, like perhaps you have a son. This could be somebody trying to work a hex through your son's social media. Just be careful, you guys. If your kids are on social media, make sure that you are like monitoring them in some type of way, because I'm picking up on some weird energy now. There are a few things that get to me, but like child abuse, that shit really bothers me. And so I don't want anybody's child to become a victim to somebody and think about this. If somebody's seeking revenge against you and you have a child, what makes you think that this person's not going to hurt your child because they know that you love your child? This also is reminding me of like how like, I don't know. I want to say like that this reminds me of a situation. This reminds me of another situation where somebody tried to do something similar, attack somebody through their child, but they were just using a different method. They weren't using witchcraft. They were using slander and gossip. So you just need to be careful who your children talk to, because I'm getting like that there may be a predator. Obviously, if somebody's trying to 10 of swords you, there could be a predator. Like So just be very careful. Make sure that your children don't have certain social media apps. Also, somebody's trying to send you the energy of a migraine, and I was picking up on that earlier as well, and we rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Okay, this person is so freaking weak-minded, you guys. They're so jelly. It's like they're jealous, they're envious, and they're weak-minded as all hell. Like, it's crazy. They're tempted to abuse their power and take immoral actions. This is what I'm saying. Somebody needs to protect their child better online. Because I'm not kidding, with this solar eclipse energy, somebody tried to separate you from your child. That's what I'm literally seeing. Somebody's trying to separate someone from their children. And they're also trying to separate someone from any form of help that would ever come in. And so that's where, this is when God intervenes and people get their ass beat. But this is basically somebody's taking immoral actions. They are their own worst enemy. Isn't there like a song about that? They have a very weak character and a pessimistic attitude. Lack of courage causes lost opportunities, personality flaws. This person is seriously flawed and messed up. Just going to keep drawing in positivity, because the next card that I'm seeing here is the Five of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody that will try to cheat you, even use illegal means to take some shit from you. They will literally even use illegal means to take something from you. They want to deceive you. You're dealing with dishonest, deceitful people. Straight up says, watch out for financial accounts. Okay, that don't trust anybody with your information. You don't need anybody to monetize your channel or to be a moderator or whatever this is. Whatever this is, you don't, this person is a fucking monitoring spirit, yo, and they are not going to stop. It says that you may not see it coming till it's too late, but this person's not going to see it coming until it's too late, because it's already too late. They tried to attack somebody's child. That's the first place they fucked up at. Okay. If you yourself it's not always that people's children, when they're blessed and chosen, that their children are. But if you pray for your kids, then your kids are covered. So regardless of whatever your relationship is with that, with your child. But this is somebody that may try to illegally use immoral actions to take something from your child. That's not good. This is because you are in the Six of Wands. You're having success. You're being recognized by other people. Your hard work has actually come to fruition. You're seeing the fruits of your labor, and people are jealous about that. They're upset because you're having fame and public recognition, and this person is not. They're freaking stuck. They've got a heart wall up. The Two of Swords, that's a heart wall. They're not, this person's not fucking going anywhere. First of all, I can tell you that for two reasons. One, this Two of Swords card right here, this is a major block. This person causes their own problems, and they block themselves, and they really shouldn't be trying to involve your child in any type of revenge nonsense against you. There's nothing to get revenge against because you haven't done anything to this person. And so this person's basically operating off of envy and jealousy and hatred. They just hate you. They hate you because they can't be you. They hate you because they're not you, and they hate you because they're stupid. I can honestly say that this person is not very intelligent. They've got the brains of that going on. Stupid. Also, this person, whoever I'm picking up is a creep and a weirdo. You need to protect your kids while they're online, and you need to protect whatever is on. If they have a laptop, make sure that I don't know anything about this stuff, but I'm just throwing things out here. Make sure that whatever the VPN or whatever, how you can be tracked to your location, make sure that shit is covered up. Make sure the IP address is covered up. You never know what your kids are going to do. Okay. They could end up getting with their friends and going on the dark web. That would be like a bad scenario. But like, just make sure that you're monitoring what they're doing, or you have some type of child lock stuff, or you make sure that your kid is safe when they're online, and make sure that, yeah, I don't feel comfortable with social media for children. I just don't feel comfortable with it. So I don't know how people, govern their children, but I'm uncomfortable with it. It feels very unsafe to me. There's a lot of creepos and weirdos out there. You guys have got the Ace of Wands here. telling you anything is possible. It's time to begin a new project. Whatever it was that you had put down, pick it back up. It's time to move forward. This time of you being blocked by somebody is over. This hex has already fully returned to sender and has 10 of swords, this person. They were never going to touch your child, and they were never going to touch you. I don't know what they were thinking. Nonsense. The Two of Swords also talks about, like, look at this chick. She's sitting there blindfolded with two swords going, like, that's not a fighting stance, okay? Plus the tide's coming in. That's to her back. This person's about to drown. I'm not even kidding. They could physically drown, or it could be just like, you know, spiritually. But yeah, this person is trying to cause your child to put up these emotional barriers and stay separated from you. Like, this person's trying to turn your child against you, like that. Like, your child is, what you can see in the Page of Pentacles is someone who's loyal, honest, and trustworthy. Your child's never going to turn on you. This person's a dumb. I'm feeling like this could be somebody's like mother-in-law, or this could be somebody's like parents or grandparents or something weird like that. Or this could be some weirdo freak on the internet that shouldn't be on the internet and shouldn't be, like, I'm getting like older men that basically pretend to be children on the internet. I'm picking up on that heavy. That's why you need to watch your children. But also, somebody's trying to turn your children against you because they want to take something from you. This person has recently lost a home, lost a pet, lost a loved one, lost a job, lost an opportunity, and they're blaming you because you are in glorious fame and success. They're blaming you because they suck ass. They suck ass, and they're blaming you because of it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. This person does not take care of their health. They do not take care of their hygiene. No wonder there's a broken engagement or broken relationship. This person's disgusting. They could be as attractive. They could be like a celebrity, attractive as fuck, but they don't take care of their hygiene or wash correctly, or they don't understand what a wash rag is and soap and how to apply the two together with water and fucking wash this shit off. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting. Somebody that doesn't take a bath. That's gross. Or they just like wash their shampoo in their hair, and they think that by the soap running down their body in the shower that cleans everything else. Are you fucking crazy? Hell to the no. I am getting soap in every crevice of my body when I clean myself, okay? I don't take any chances. This person's disgusting. They don't know how to take care of their hygiene. I don't know whose fault that is, if that's their parents' fault or what, but this person has a smell to them. They need to take a bath with some apple cider vinegar in it and just sit there and let that vinegar soak that smell out. Hi, Kiwi Kid. Welcome in. Oh, I'm sorry that you're so depressed. Yeah. These people, though, like, they could have also, when I look at the Page of Pentacles, I kind of see a teenager. I think that this person looks like a teenager. And so I feel like if it's not your child, then this could have been you as a teenager. Somebody could have taken advantage of you. They're trying to do the same thing that they did back then. They're trying to do that now because they're, again, back in the past, there was a lunar or a solar eclipse, and they use that energy to do something to take advantage of you. That's very sad. They wanted you to block yourself and for you to become your own problem. And oh, you're over here in the Six of Wands and Ace of Wands. So even if you're depressed, you're still going through in this, like, Kiwi Kid, you are in the dark night of the soul. That's why you cannot give up. Once you find your purpose, you're not going to be feeling the way that you're feeling anymore. Okay. Once you find your purpose and it's to use your gifts and abilities to help yourself and to help other people. Really. Yeah, just be very careful with people. Like I was picking up on somebody really trying to hack somebody's social media, and God is saying that it's time for you to begin. Yeah, you absolutely do try to help other people, but you also need to help yourself, which means even on the days where you feel super depressed, still get up and bathe or take a shower at least. And on the days when you feel good, take a bath, or even vice versa. You could even reverse it. But you have to start doing something to take care of yourself, or everybody else is just going to continue to be down on you. That's what I'm getting. Everybody in your immediate circle is like, do better. And then you're beating up on yourself. And that combination of having everybody projecting their shit onto you and then you beating up yourself. Oh, you don't have a bathtub? Well, you can take spiritual showers. And like I said, get a washcloth. This thing is called a washcloth. It's like a cloth that's the size of your hand. Put, body wash, soap, whatever you like on it, and just scrub everything. Wash from the top to the bottom. That's what I do. When I take a shower, I go from the top and I get my hair and everything, and then I get regular soap and I just start scrubbing everything. And I go from the top all the way to the bottom and I wash every part of my body off. Okay. That's going to be the best and easiest way for you to get clean. And so what you can do is you can do a vinegar wash where you take salt and baking soda, 1 part salt, 1 part baking soda, mix them together, put your hands in some apple cider vinegar, and then or you could even use white vinegar if you have that, if you don't have apple cider, and then take some of that solution, scrub your hands, because your hands pick up a lot. When we touch things, we are picking up energies, right? So scrub your hands and then rinse again with the vinegar, and then rinse with water and wash your hands with soap, right? And you're going to feel a lot lighter. I'm also getting that you're dealing with a crown chakra attack. So something is attacking your crown chakra, very heavy. That's why you're always foggy. It's your crown chakra and your root chakra. But this energy of self-esteem and self-confidence, this started when you were a teen. I don't know if your mother, I don't know how your mother treated you, but I'm picking up something that triggered as a teenager. And it could have been, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, just remember what I said about mixing up those two things. When you need to add something into it, also Florida water. If you don't know what Florida water cologne is, it's very cheap. It's like $15. I don't know how to spell cologne, so you're gonna have to work with me. But yeah, getting some of that and basically making a spray. You can add it to a water bottle and you can spray your aura. Those are the things that I would be doing. Also ordering sage and Palo Santo spray. If you can't burn sage in your house, I would say order sage spray and Palo Santo spray and start spritzing your aura. Okay. Because you need to get this energy off of you. And the first thing about knowing that you're an empath is figuring out what energy is yours and what energy doesn't belong to you. Somebody is draining your energy consistently all day. So that's why I'm feeling like this is like some type of feminine energy that you have an issue with. It's the same person that hexed you like a long time ago, and they tried to redo the hex and it backfired. Bad. It straight up says this person's their own worst enemy. But yeah, the energy that you have around you is not your energy. So you need to return that shit back to the sender by praying and by implicating more. See, if you can also boil, if you have like peppermint tea, you can boil peppermint tea and water. And then when you're in the shower at the very end, when you're done washing your hair and like conditioning it, you can pour that over your head and then rinse it. And then when you get out of the shower, just allow yourself to kind of air dry so that it stays in your aura. That's a really good way of banishing energies and removing energies that are very toxic. I would suggest talking to your doctor and making sure that it would be fine to do a detox tea, because doing a detox tea is going to start to basically filter out all of the debris. And like I said, you're carrying probably 20 to 30 extra pounds of somebody else's weight. Like somebody has added more weight and more weight to your shoulders. And this is crazy to me. And maybe it could even look like physical pounds. We need to rebuke all of this beauty magic and return that shit back to the sender. And then whoever this female energy, I'm picking up on a very abusive feminine energy. I feel like somebody, yeah, it pretty much feels like it was Elizabeth. But I mean, your intuition is spot on. Sometimes it freaks me out how your intuition's so dead on. It's like, holy shit, you guys got it right. I'm always expecting people to be like suspecting it's somebody that it's not, but no, you can't, it came up with the answer right then. That's how the intuition works. So you could have had a dream about this person also. Yeah. Yeah. And so when you receive evil eye from spirits that are not even here anymore, that's a problem, because that's something that's hard to pinpoint. And I see it every once in a while. Yes, you dream about her a lot. Yeah, for sure. I dream about my friend that passed away every once in a while, and it's always kind of the same type of dream. I feel like that you being in the Six of Wands, you're going to get recognized for something. This is the part of where this energy in the past has had you stuck. Okay, in the past, this type of energy, you need to just release this person and the situation, because this energy doesn't need to keep you stuck anymore. You have an Ace of Wands help from the universe right now to help you clear this up and redirect your energy and what you want to focus on. If you keep saying that you're depressed, then that's what you're going to feel. I don't know who this other person is. Again, I don't know if you have children, but I was getting a major warning about somebody that has kids, that they're going to come across this reading and they need to be careful of what their kids are doing on the internet. I feel like this Queen of Swords energy, that's definitely the energy that you guys are in, which means you're emotionally balanced, extremely intelligent. It's just like, basically you find humor from all of life's situations. That just means that you've had a lot of trauma and you know how to carry that shit, but you don't have to carry this other person's weight. Like, they're dead now. If they're gone, then everything that they were creating should be over and done with. So this is where we have to ask God, why? Oh, because she was possessed when she was alive. So when people die, that those demons that were with them, they don't die, because I don't know why they don't die, but whatever. They stick around. So you're actually experiencing something that was working through her when she was alive. And that's why she keeps showing up in your dreams, to remind you that there is still some unresolved energy. And then she'll be able to move on, because she's been trapped by these demons. I'm picking up on somebody who has like possibly, a grandmother or something like that that's passed over. Because I'm picking up on somebody that's got a kid in the collective. So this may not be exactly your story. But yeah, I'm definitely picking up on somebody that while they were alive, this person, it's like a Queen of Cups in the reverse energy. That's the energy that's coming forward. I feel like this person has blocked their heart off from love, literally, and they want you to do the same thing. But also, somebody might be passing away soon. I'm definitely getting warnings from death about whatever this is about. It's about this hex that was done. See, I don't know if hexes can kill people, but I'm kind of getting that that's the vibe. Whatever was done, it was to affect how you were seen on the World Wide Web, basically. And I feel like your cutoff game is really good. You cut off people right when you know that they're about to betray you. But why is it this person? This is like a lingering energy. That's why I'm saying there's something demonic. There's a lingering energy of why this thing wants to revenge and betray you. I'm wondering if you dream about this entity, because this is definitely an entity that works through people. This thing has hopped into somebody's grandmother. It's hopped into somebody's friend. It's hopped into somebody's sister. I'm not even kidding. This is freaking scary. I don't know what in the hell was summoned with that solar eclipse, but whoever did this is going to be stuck in the worst energy ever. This is definitely about your Four of Pentacles. It has to do with you using your gifts and abilities, your inheritance from God on the World Wide Web. And it also has to do with you blocking somebody or cutting them off. You could have blocked somebody. I feel like there's 3 people in your energy that you need to block out. So doing the prayer, God, if there's anybody in my energy or around me that means me harm, please tell me about them, show them to me, let me know about them, and deliver me from them. A lot of you guys are receiving deliverance. That's why this person is in the energy that they're in. But I still feel the energy of some mischievous internet stuff. Somebody working against somebody wanting to turn somebody's child against them. That's one message that I channeled. And then I picked up on somebody, an adult, pretending to be like a teenager on the internet to get other teenagers on the internet. So yeah, that's pisses me off. But I feel like maybe this solar eclipse is this energy of being immature and lazy and incompetent. Maybe this is something that they used to do in the past, and then now it's what they're still doing. Oh, I see. Yeah. I feel like this entity that you're dealing with, it has acted the same through different people. I definitely feel like you experienced it with Elizabeth, but there's 2 other people in your life that also this entity was working through. So basically, why is this entity doesn't want you to, okay, just think about this. If you actually got your shit together and you got onto social media and you started doing whatever this light work, yeah, could possibly be doing whatever this light. I mean, sometimes it's the closest people to us, and sometimes it's the people that are the farthest away. It's just really random how it works out. This person's so thirsty. I'm like, so thirsty. This also talks about travel or vacation, but there could be some unexpected money that comes your way. I feel like that would happen if you pursued this Ace of Wands energy, beginning this new project. I don't know what project this is, but this is what people are trying to stop. That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out, is why is somebody trying to work this hard against you? And well, now that we know it's a demonic force, that I understand that. What is that demonic force trying to stop you from doing or becoming? And I feel like it's something great. It has to do with your inheritance and the gifts and abilities that you have. Maybe you clear the land. Maybe you help clear people. I feel like you're not using your gifts on yourself right now. And you have this spirit of oppression over you. And it's definitely something that was done earlier on in your life. Somebody had put this ritual into motion, or maybe it just triggered the energy of the eclipse. Either way, I feel like they tried to do it again and it didn't work this time. It backfired, and it's because they weren't able, how I came into my office and my bumblebee Jasper was on its side. They weren't able to make you feel like less, like undervalue yourself, basically. That's funny. That's funny. I honestly don't know what Jesus looked like. He probably was like black, I think, or melanated. I know King Solomon was, and so was Bathsheba. So, but who knows? I just know that Jesus to me is like a Christ consciousness. I don't ever see it as some spirit or person that exists outside of me. So it's kind of like Krishna consciousness. I don't ever see those deities like on the outside. That would be cool though if they showed up with chariots. Wow. I think that's interesting that his name is Paul. Um well, maybe you did take him out in another lifetime. That's what I'm picking up, but I don't feel like that's what you're here to do in this lifetime. I feel like whatever he did to you is the karma that, you know, balanced out from whatever happened in the other lifetime. Maybe if he took her away from you, maybe it was vice versa in the other life. But yeah, I feel like partially why these people are trying, like, why are they trying to get back into your energy? Oh my God, that's fucking horrible. I can definitely tell you that you're not an abomination. That's somebody saying that shit. I mean, abomination that causes desolation. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So that seems like if he took two people away from you, that seems like that would be personal as all hell. Good morning or good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, that's crazy. Damn. Well, you're definitely not an abomination. You're just in the slums right now. Like your depression is something that you need to go to a doctor to. I can't diagnose you of anything, but I really feel like if you went to a therapist or went to a psychiatrist, you know, you would really be able, yeah, especially while you're going through all this crazy stuff. If everything's being taken away from you, you have to ask God, why is everything being taken away from you? Sometimes there are towers that happen in life that are actually positive, where stuff like this could be a solar return. You need to, Kiwi Kid, you need to look into your birth chart. And if you're in your 30s, you could be experiencing the solar return. Okay. This shit almost killed me. I'm not joking. It's when the sun goes back to the exact and everything goes back to the exact position that it was the moment that you were born. That's the solar return. And it causes everything in your life, like everybody to be in upheaval. Everybody walks away from you. People are cruel. They show you who they are. It's crazy as fuck. It's like one of the most hardest things to get through. But yeah, I feel like you're experiencing some type of solar return or maybe even a Saturn return energy that is keeping you this depressed, but you're in the dark night of the soul. Just, you have to get rid of this mindset of that anything can be taken away from you, because what God gives to you, well, good. I'm glad that you do, because this is all stuff that you can bring up with your doctor, Yeah. And so when I see like people's lives that have been like this, it's like the shit that I've been through. Like I don't even remember half of it because I would probably just die. But like literally chosen people go through shit. And so like if you have people being stripped away from you right now, these people most likely don't need to be in your life. The people that are like, there's this book called He's Just Not That Into You. It talks about this premise. Okay. And I was like, seriously, when I was younger, retarded. I don't know. I had to read this book to figure out what type of people were for me and what type of people weren't for me. Right. I feel like you've had a lot of adversity in your family. I feel like you've had a lot of bullying growing up. Right now is time for you to heal and the best way that you're going to heal is to get in alignment with your divine life purpose. So whatever this is that you're going to bring to the world, I really feel like people are going to start applauding you if you stop focusing on being depressed and everything that you've been through. Because trust me, all that trauma, all you can do is right now try to stay consciously involved and engaged with yourself. That's all you can pretty much do. And as time goes by, those traumas and triggers, they'll still trigger, but I would like you to find new ways of dealing with triggers. Okay. Instead of just going, oh, I'm too depressed. This is just too hard. Stop saying those words. Don't say the word I can't. It's just literally, we create our reality with our thoughts and our beliefs. And don't say that I'm depressed. You're not actually depressed. Okay. Your higher self is not depressed. Your higher self knows everything is fine. You're in the spot you need to be so that you can go into the spot where you need to be. If that makes sense. So you being in a down point right now, talking to your psychologist about that, yeah, you definitely have to process this trauma, and it's a lot of shadow work. That's why you're in the dark night of the soul. When you're in the dark night of the soul, you can't find any light because you're surrounded by all of the darkness, and it's like you're not healing yourself, and that's what needs to happen. You need to heal yourself from why these people keep running away from you, if that makes sense. Yes, I mean, it definitely has to do with that demonic entity. Like I said, it was working through multiple people, but we're talking with God right now about that, and that shit's going to stop. That demonic entity was only loosed on you so that you would move out of this victim consciousness, basically. It's to get you to move on to better people. And I don't have a very good feeling about the people that left you. I mean, that might have been a blessing. When my Saturn return happened, the people that were in my life, they all betrayed me and left. And I was like, what the hell? I'm alone. But it was the best thing, because then the next people that were brought into my life were actual compatible people. So it worked for its cause. And then I got into, it's all about getting into alignment, figuring out what you're here to do and why you're here. When you live life without feeling like you have a purpose, it feels like shit. Like, it just feels depressing. But when you know that you're here and you love what you do, this could be art, it could be dancing. Like, what is it that you used to do when you were a child that you don't do anymore? What is it? What was the thing that you used to do? What is a hobby that you're interested in? These are the best ways, like through fun and activity and happiness, that you find out what your purpose is. Because I love, like, not so much reading cards, but just being spiritual, just channeling what God says and stuff like that. I love doing this. I've always been very psychic and intuitive. And so I just keep following the path of least resistance for myself. Like, what is the easiest for me to do? What do I enjoy and what am I very skilled at? Usually we like the things that we're skilled at. I feel like you have a promising future here. You just got to get out of this it's like a pit. And so you do that by cleansing yourself, okay? Because if you continually allow whoever these people are to steal your good energy and throw their bad energy on you, you're never going to get out of depression, because you're always going to be in a state of trauma and confusion of, why am I feeling like this? If you're still feeling, why am I feeling like this? If you cannot give yourself a reason why you feel some way, type of way, that is not your energy. That's either the energy of an entity or a person, right? And then at that point, you need to start going, okay, my higher self, I separate my energy from the energy of others. And then that way you can get to learn your energy, because once you learn your energy, when you master yourself, other people can't have any influence over your life. And you realize that because you realize that you're the creator of your own reality, and it's never going to be anybody else's fault. You really can't even blame God, even though the Most High does have the final say at the end of the day. You have a Two of Cups love offer from the universe here, that the universe, who I would rather work for the universe than work for a person. And I feel like you are not a 9-to-5 person. That's never going to be your energy. Okay. That's just not your energy. You would do much better at doing a different type of job, like entrepreneurship or Reiki or something. You need to get into some type of energetic practice and actively start grounding your energy so that you can start to get rid of other people's energy. So that's why I was saying salt scrubs, really good thing. Using essential oils, that can also help. There's a bunch of different crystals and different tools like that you can use, but you definitely have a promising future here from the universe. This is like a love offer coming from the Most High God. God's like, if you just will try and love yourself, God needs you to love yourself enough, like just completely love yourself, because you can't be there to work for the Most High God if you can't be there for yourself. That's like one of the biggest lessons. And whoever these people are, they're just going to continue to do injustices to you until, yeah, sometimes I get frustrated with God, but you have to understand that if God's allowing something to happen in your life, then it's for a reason. Okay. Because without these lessons, you wouldn't grow. Yes. Yeah. So your perception, that's why I hate the word God, kind of, because it's like everybody's perception is so warped because of religious views. But I'm always talking about the source, creator of all things. And so that's what you're wanting to connect with. And that is your higher self. Like it's all one energy. So once you remember that, and you take any issue that you have, you take that into the oneness of source and start accessing the oneness of source through meditation, right? You really don't even need a guided meditation. All you need to do is be still and know that I am God. And it's in between every breath that you're tapping into the energy of source. And you allow whatever issue that you're going through to just be absolved into the oneness of source, because with the oneness of source, there is no individualness. Everything's oneness, and it doesn't exist anymore. That's going to be my best advice on how to alchemize energy, because you can't control, what you can control are your thoughts and your beliefs. Okay. And you can control your feelings with your thoughts and your beliefs, but you can't control the actions of another person. And so that's why being able to control yourself, and surrendering what you can't control to the Most High is going to be the best thing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, continue to talk to the divine, continue to call upon when you're feeling like why can't I get unstuck? Start calling upon Archangel Michael. Start asking the archangels to give you angelic numbers, to give you a sign, or to just tell you why you feel like you can't move forward. Because these people that you've left or that have walked away from you, these are shit people. These are very low compatible people for you. It was a very tumultuous relationship with these people anyways. So the fact that they walked away from you, it's like they're on this type of time. This type of time is what's like really effing with your energy and effing with the way you feel about yourself. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, is that she won't let you move on, but at the same time, she's sending this energy through social media, and somebody's grandmother. I don't know whose grandmother energy this is that keeps coming through, but they are possessed or something. So I'm going to pray about that. But yeah, there's somebody that's crossed over. These ancestors do not want you to get back with this person. So she won't let you move on. She's on this type of time. They do not want you to get back with this person. I'm not joking. Like, they really do not want you to get back with this person. And there's bigger reasons other than whatever it is you're thinking it is. Yeah, it kind of does feel like it's that type of energy. It's definitely a feminine energy. It could be a mother, it could be a grandmother. It was somebody that's passed on that is very adamant that you guys do not come back together. And it has to do with, first of all, this other person is on a different road. They're like a Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay, that's who this person is. The demons just said Amy, which is another name for another demon. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Oh my gosh. So the Queen of Cups in the reverse signifies a selfish, destructive woman who seeks to manipulate and control you. She has unpredictable reactions, is cruel and seeks revenge. Perverse, twisted, crafty, and dishonest. Immoral, she uses people, then discards them. Do not trust her. This is why her own ancestors have abandoned this person. Yeah. I mean, I feel like literally you're right though. And I'm not trying to feed into your bullshit. Trust me, I really am not. But I do feel like they are doing something with this solar eclipse energy to try to block you off from having any type of Two of Cups offer. Just any type of Two of Cups offer, because this person wants to still drag you through hell. And you're about to do something that's either going to get you worldwide recognition, or you're going to be able to bring something to the world that helps the less fortunate. You have a bigger purpose here. And this person, this Queen of Cups in the reverse, is trying to block that purpose. You know, they're going to have to Eight of Cups this endeavor of stopping you from getting to where you need to go. And I feel like part of what you're experiencing does have to do with money, and the other part of it has to do with your energy. And so you need to start switching. When you have a thought that goes like, I'm depressed, I'm sad, I am that, you need to start detaching from that, because you are not actually feeling these things. You're having spells done on you and entities that are pushing thoughts into your mind, but they don't push it into, you should be depressed, you should do this. They push it into your mind as, I am depressed, because they're fucking smart, right? So that's when I would start figuring out how to separate the voices. Then it was like, oh shit, I know that y'all been trying to fuck with me this entire time. This person is going to be very disappointed. Very disappointed. I also feel like there is some type of trap set up, so you need to be careful. There is definitely some type of trap. Somebody's going to try to put a 10 of Wands on you in some type of way. And then also, you need to stop watching any type of like news stuff. I feel like whatever is on your social media, the stuff that's being like suggested, is bringing you down. And you don't need anything that's bringing you down at this time. You don't really need this 10 of Wands. This 10 of Wands can stay with this person. They tried to majorly burden you. Yeah, they continue to involve you because you're staying out of it. That's why I'm going to tell you to continue to like tell them to fuck off. I would tell these people to fuck off straight to their face. Like, no more of this back and forth, because the back and forth for you is very toxic. It's not healthy. And this person, they act like they have your best interests at heart, but this person is very immoral, and you've seen this person use other people. And so you know that they have the capability to put a 10 of Wands on somebody's back to really cause problems for them, you know? And so I'm going to say that you need to fight these people back, and because they think that you're a pushover. They straight up feel like you're some type of pushover, and that you're just going to accept whatever they continue to do, because you have been. But you can always get quiet on somebody. You know what I mean? You can always just get real quiet on somebody. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. They keep setting you up. They keep setting you up by involving you. And literally, hey, oh, I'm so glad you're working on the move. Yeah, these people that keep involving you, they just keep sucking you back into their negative cycle of karma. And that's not going to help you right now. So that's why I'm saying don't let them involve you. Say, y'all's shit has nothing to do with me. Like, that's on you, right? Because you have abundant energy. It's just your energy is being siphoned. And so that's why you haven't been experiencing your own energy. Like I was saying, you have 3 different people that was in your energy right now. And these are people playing around in your energy. They know they shouldn't be in your energy. Like this, whoever this Queen of Cups in the reverse is, this person, yeah, they're definitely they want to affect your online status. They don't want you reaching new people. They don't want you getting like another girlfriend. This is just fucking self-centered bullshit from this person. That's why God's not acknowledging this person's desires or wants, you know? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Literally, God's not even acknowledging this person. But yeah, it's like they use this solar eclipse. And again, solar eclipse and Mercury retrograde, this person done fucked up. They never ever do magic. Like, first of all, I feel bad for people born under any type of Mercury or any type of retrograde, actually, because what a retrograde does is it takes the opposite polarity of whatever that planet or astrological body does, and then it basically floods you with all of this subconscious shadow crap that you're like, what is this? Oh, it's retrograde. March 22nd. Yeah. So there's something in your birth chart about these people, though. You have some type of shape. It's like an oval shape. And I feel like that's how you connect to the universal mother. So what I would do, when life becomes unbearable, is start praying. Start immediately when you feel like life is too much. Go take a shower, go take a spiritual shower, and set the intention before you do that, okay, I'm going to take a spiritual shower. Burn some incense, praying with incense. I consider that to be smoking marijuana and praying, but yeah. Okay, October 28th on the Mayan calendar. So yeah, those are very two different energies between March and October. That's very different energies. Also, knowing what your Chinese zodiac is actually very important, like in current times. This is the year of the snake. So what does that mean? Well, people who are snakes, and I'm not just talking about people who have the snake as the astrological sign, but people who are actually snake-like, they slither around and on their bellies. Like this Queen of Cups is a snake. Okay. This is the year that all the snakes get exposed. And so if anybody is trying to continue on with this, like, bring hex to all the ways that they make money, and they're just trying to focus on these physical things, they don't realize that when you work, your pennies come from heaven. Actually, all of your money does. I feel like we're going to use the Money Moves Oracle deck to see why in the hell these people won't leave your money alone. Because it's not just social media, it's social media and financial accounts. They think so. Somebody could think that you make your money through online or something. I feel like somebody is definitely watching you. I would be very weary of these people. Okay. Yeah, I'd be very weary of these people because somebody intends to come back and screw you over because they didn't get the full chance to screw you over. All right. Let's see what's going on with this money. Closed doors. No good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. Start all over again. This is what these people keep doing to you. This is what I'm picking up. This Queen of Cups, she keeps getting doors closed on you. So you may have to start all over again. That's what the Ace of Wands is talking about, beginning a new project. And sometimes it's okay to walk away and start something new. And then don't include these people and don't let them pull you into any drama. Limitations, fear and doubt limit freedom of action. Let go of your worries. Another reason why the Bumblebee Jasper was on its side today. So you got closed doors and limitations. That's what's going on here. So it would help you to get a road opener candle. Okay. I'm going to type that in the sidebar. They're called road opener 7-day candle. Okay. And it'll come and it'll have probably yellow, orange, and green in one 7-day candle. They're like this big. Okay. It'll say road opener, or maybe it'll say what road opener means in Spanish on it, depending on which one you get. Get a road opener candle and light that sucker. Okay. Because that's going to help you open these doors. Right. And now that I know that, I'm going to do the same shit for myself. Also, this is like a self-limiting limitation. These people have programmed you to think that you're not worth shit. Okay. So that's what needs to be cleared out, is these limitations. Home-based. Home is the harbor of the soul. It's the safest place you can be. Change your environment. So again, you need to do a home cleansing. And then for those of you that are moving, this totally applies to you. That things are going to open up for you once you move. For those of you that cannot move, you need to get rid of any of these exes. You need to get rid of all of their stuff, anything that they have that was theirs, that you still have in your house. You need to get rid of that shit. Yeah, you need to literally get rid of anything that belongs to your exes. Get it out of the house. You shouldn't have it. Anything that reminds you of these people, you shouldn't have. You need to literally separate your energy from them. I'm going to definitely tell you to get a road opener candle. I would get a protection candle, a home clearing candle or protection candle, home clearing or protection candle. Okay. And start burning that, because those two things, what they're going to do is they're going to provide your home protection, which it has not been protected. That's why these things have been getting to you. And these people have been trying to close doors before they open. Partnership, joining forces with business partners for a win-win cooperation. Prioritize your connections. Remember, your connections are everything. If you stay connected to people that have bad energy and you have good energy, because I feel like your energy naturally is high vibrational, but these people, they are trying to make it low vibrational. And that is something that could only happen if you allowed it. So, again, whatever this project is, it could be partnering up with somebody. Money tree. It may benefit you, okay, you guys, to buy a money tree. Now, money trees, you can buy different types of them. They come in crystal form, but I'm talking about the real physical money tree plant. Okay, money tree plant for house. And then I do a whole ritual on the money tree plant, but basically in its dirt, you put a bunch of coins, a bunch of like quarters and stuff like that. Yeah, I definitely feel like they are forcing everything negative on you. This is why you need to do something to counteract that energy. That's why spiritual cleanses are good, burning incense, prayer, making a cleaning solution that's got like Florida water in it. And I would add maybe a little bit of bleach, depending on how dirty everything is. Make a cleaning, and some Four Thieves vinegar, make a cleaning solution and wipe all of your what are the things on the bottom? Door frames and whatever the things are on the bottom. Floorboards. Thank you. Hi, Hakeem. Okay. I will definitely look into that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the Twin Flame Tarot, and we're going to look at that. Okay. So I don't know how to pronounce that name. Is it Yizas? Yizas? It sounds like it's ethnic or something. Hopefully I said that right. Okay, let's see what's going on. So, well, I feel a whirlwind of change around this person right now. I feel like whatever this negative attachment was, or if it was an emotional, yeah, it's a lot of change. It was emotional. It was an emotional attachment. I feel like that's been cleared away. Two of Wands, planning and waiting, making a decision, choosing a path. So basically, she has yet to choose a path. This is the energy she's in. She's got all of this change swirling around her. I feel like she has different influences coming in from different angles. Like she's got one that's coming from her parents, one that's coming from a job, one that's coming from another masculine energy. So I feel, and that again, that's not a romantic masculine. That's maybe like father or something like that. I feel like, or maybe it's a brother. It's some type of masculine energy in her family. All right. So let's see what else. I feel like this is somebody that has a lot of different opportunities, but they don't always choose the right ones. Ace of Wands, creativity and passion, new initiative and inspiration. So I do feel like this person's going to be going in a new direction, which means if there was somebody that was from the past that kept coming back, this is going to be a whole new direction, right? But the Ace of Wands is like a helping hand from the universe, putting you in a new direction. Six of Swords, leaving behind, moving forward, distance ahead. So she's definitely leaving behind an old way of thinking or an old pattern. Spirit's telling me that she's actively trying to get into alignment right now. She was out of alignment for some time. The Hangman, sacrifice and waiting, perspective, lack of direction. Yeah, this has been her energy in the past. It's just been kind of like suspended, not able to move forward. And I feel like she may be having to sacrifice a relationship. I was picking up on her having lots of, this is a female, right? That I'm reading. This is a female energy, right, Hakeem? I'm picking up on a female that has a lot of different options. Like she has a lot of people that she's talking to. Some of them romantic and some of them are business partnerships. So I feel like she's going to be going in a couple of different directions. I feel like that, well, let me see. Okay, so the Eight of Wands, this is a fast movement. She may be changing the way that she's been feeling because there's so much change around her right now. It's like the scene's changing, the people are changing, maybe even she's changing jobs, or maybe she's adding on another job or something like that. Because I'm seeing that creativity is at a high point for her right now. And so is passion. But I'm also seeing her celebrate a lot. So I don't know if this is going out, drinking, partying, whatever this is, but I'm seeing like a celebration. Or maybe you're going to invite her to a celebration. Maybe you guys will go to one. Maybe it's like it'll be somebody's wedding or something like that. But I'm also feeling like this very strict influence coming from maybe her parents or a job or something like that. She feels a little bit unfree. Page of Wands, yeah, excitement and extrovert, energetic and fearless, creative ideas. She's very creative at this time. I'm feeling like she's having a hard time choosing which direction to go because she has feelings for more than one person. So she has feelings for you, but she also has feelings for somebody else. But with this other person, and I'm actually getting a couple of different people, it's like there's just stuff and there's just, okay, when I look at compatibility between a 1 being the worst compatible and a 10 being the best, these people are like 2s and 3s. They're very low compatible. And that is because there is something flawed with each one of these people. And so she can't ever commit to these relationships fully because they're flawed. There's like always something that's really blocking. And I'm wondering if she has children. If she doesn't have children, she needs to be on birth control right now because she's very fertile. 9 of Cups, wishes fulfilled, contentment and pleasure. I feel like, yeah, she's going to be coming into this energy of wish fulfillment. She needs, see, you're actually higher compatible than these other people, but like I'm trying to describe that these other people, they all have something alluring about them, but then there's something that's seriously off about them. So it's almost like super deceiving. So I feel like she hasn't been making the choice to be with you in the past because she's had all these other options, but these other options are very shiny looking. But when you get down to it, they're not something that could be taken actually seriously, if that makes sense. 7 of Cups, choices and indecisions. So exactly, she's in indecision. Opportunity, fantasy, and illusions. This is exactly what I'm talking about, 100%. That is exactly what I was just talking about. Is like these other people, she's having a hard time. She's got too many choices. Then she's having a hard time with indecision on these opportunities because of the fantasy and illusion about these people, which is not actually the truth about them. And so that's something that when you romanticize something to the point where it's like a fantasy and illusion, then you've lost grips on reality. The 8 of Pentacles, commitment, dedication, work, and effort. So she is somebody who would be a good partner. Like it's just showing me that she has the capabilities of committing. I'm also seeing this coin on the tree, kind of like a money tree, that she also, you know, she knows how to make money. She wants somebody that makes money. And she also wants somebody that's very dedicated to her, that puts in a lot of work and effort, a lot more work than what she's willing to put out. So that's what she's expecting. She's expecting the person that she's expecting the emperor. This is what I'm saying. She wants to be with an emperor. So she's expecting the person that she's with to be a divine masculine, to have control over their life, and to have authority in some type of way. The Chariot, determination, success, and moving forward. She is very much determined to move forward with an emperor. She just doesn't know which one is the emperor. Right? And she knows that she's got to sacrifice somebody or something. I'm going to say like it's a way of thinking, but it's also one of these people that she's been hanging on to. She's going to have to sacrifice one of these relationships to get in a relationship with the emperor. All right. Yeah, Kiwi Kid, we can't leave everything to God, but we can, anything that seems too big for you or too much, give it to God, and then deal with what your portion is, what you feel like you can deal with. That's always going to be the best advice. But yeah, I feel like this person knows how to use temperance. This is a good thing. That's Shiva right there. Handsome, handsome, handsome fella. Peace and tranquility, balance and patience and harmony. So I do feel like you could be the emperor here, but she's got to let go of these other opportunities, these other, I don't even want to call them partners because she hasn't slept with any of, like, all of them. So I don't know what to call them, but people that she's talking to, basically, that she considers to be an option. I would say that. And she needs to see you in the light of the emperor, right? Which is being committed, dedicated with work and effort, right? But I do feel like this is somebody who will want you to put out the majority of the work and effort, and they'll do a little sliver of it. So it's not equally yoked, but I am seeing the Lovers here. So this is like a twin flame energy. She just has to be willing to work on herself. And I feel like with this Two of Wands energy, she's planning, but she's also waiting, and she's trying to make a decision so she can choose a path right now. And what Spirit's allowing me to tell you about the situation is that there is a spiritual love there, and there is a balance there. So, yeah. And even, okay, so regardless of your gender, I think you're masculine, though. I think you are this emperor energy. This is what she needs, and this is what she wants. And so that's what she's looking for, right? So I'm going to pick up the emperor card and see, did it get pulled yet? And this, and I'm going to read it to you because these are the traits. Here it is. Loving relationship between father and child. You are the master of your own emotions. This is what she needs from you. Okay. Leadership ability, the card of authority, willpower, and self-control. Projects and ideas will fall into place. Dreams will be realized. Assume control of the situation. You will be in a position of responsibility. Protect and defend those in a weaker position. So that's the energy of the emperor. Always looking out for other people. Okay. But then we've got these two that just flipped over. We've got the Devil and the Knight of Wands. So this is one of the other energies that she's talking to. So this Devil energy is obsession and addiction, toxicity and excess codependency, right? And then this other person is the Knight of Wands, impulsive and immature, hot-tempered, rebellious, and charming. So that's the other person she's dealing with. This is the person that she needs to let go of. Because this is the wrong choice, right? Like in the Two of Wands, she needs to make a decision. This other person has been the wrong choice, and they're definitely like I don't know. Well, they've got the devil attached to them, so they're like, they're not a good choice. Any knight energy is not going to be what you want. You want an emperor or an empress, you know. You don't want to be with a knight. Knights come and leave. So yeah, so basically what I'm picking up is this. It's going to be the end of this devil relationship that she's got going on. And I don't mean to be rude like that, but this person, it came out together that this Knight of Wands is a devil. Like it just came out that way. And I definitely agree with it. This definitely is that way. So yeah. This person is very toxic and that's what's making her energy low vibrational right now. It's not even her energy. It's this other person that she's attached to. This is why you guys have to be so aware of who you're attached to. She's about to get in the Queen of Swords to this devil person. Okay. And that the Queen of Swords is somebody that's honest and fair. They're cutthroat, they're objective and truthful and independent. Okay. So she needs to free herself of this devil energy. Her life would be so much easier. I am not kidding. Because this person is a drain. They drain people of shit. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I don't know what type of animal this is. The Four of Swords, taking a break, relaxation, peace, self-reflection, and resting. So this is what you should be doing, and this is what she should be doing. She should be going into Queen of Swords mode, cutting this other person off, right? And their devil energy, and then going into relax and rest, basically. Because she needs to repair herself from having this demonic ass attachment, aka this Knight of Wands person. Queen of Wands, passionate and determined, attractive and confident, self-assured and charismatic. So yeah, just giving more insight into her. She hasn't showed up as the Empress yet, which is why I was saying that you're the Emperor and the energy is a little bit unequally yoked. And that's because she hasn't shown up as the Empress. She's only shown up as the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands, right? But that's still two queens. So Queen of Pentacles, also the Queen of Pentacles. And this Queen of Pentacles is very pregnant. And so, like I was warning that this person's very fertile right now, they need to definitely make sure they're on birth control or they're going to end up as pregnant as this person. And if she were to get pregnant by this devil, it would give this devil energy a cord that it could attach to her and fuck her life up forever. So it would be in her best interest to get rid of. Is it her father? Well, her father does also have devil energy. Yeah, her father is quite negative about the men that she dates. But honestly, I think that it's because, you know, she is talking to somebody else. Does she have a baby dad? Does she have a baby dad? That's what this could be. I hope that she doesn't have a baby daddy with this person. But if she does have children, I mean, there's multiple warnings in this reading about that. Four of Wands, home and reunion, stability and belonging, celebration. So yeah, is it her father? Yeah. And remember how I was saying that you may end up celebrating with her. This could be like a reunion, or this could be a wedding or something like that. Yeah, her father wants the best for her, but he also doesn't want her to be with any man. And that's a little weird. Okay. That's why I'm saying there is some devil energy about that, because to be like that, to me, that's weird. You obviously would know that your child at some point is going to be with another man, and that's just a normal part of life. Yeah, she's definitely a Nine of Pentacles energy, efforts and success, achievement, independence, and self-sufficiency. So, you know, she doesn't need this support from somebody else. But yeah. Five of Wands, conflict and ego, competition and rivals, aggression and tension. Yeah, there's somebody that's definitely trying to rival with you. Absolutely. I pick up that energy for sure. But I'm picking up that energy off of your energy, that there's somebody in your energy that is rivaling with you over her. So this could actually be a past life situation where you guys fought over this person in the past. Now you guys are doing it again. Oh, here she is, the Empress, divine feminine, motherhood, nurturing. So that could be the whirlwind of change right now. And then it says motherhood again, right on the card. So this could have to do with a baby father, or this could have to do with her father, or this could have to do with, her and she's going to be a mother. Like that's for sure. And she could be birthing a new idea at this time. She could literally be in the energy of being pregnant with a brand new idea at this time. The star. Okay, so she's obviously also gifted. Hope and healing, inspiration and faith, positive and wish. So I feel like, she's got to make a choice, basically, is what this reading is saying. And she's got to choose herself first. Okay. What is up with that? The sun, happiness and joy, innocence, success, and optimism. Yeah. I really feel like that, that I can't say that this is something that is supposed to be for sure, but I do see, a future reality where you guys are together and that she's pregnant in. I keep seeing that. But she has to make a choice. Again, if she were to choose to listen to this Knight of Wands energy, she'll never be with anybody, okay? But I do see the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom, which talks about fate, positive changes, cycles, and changing. She's going through so much change right now. It's like when she comes out of this, she's going to be a better person. And then she's, stepping up. Because if we look at this reading, she's gone from being in the, where it is, Queen of Wands, right? Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and then she goes into being the Empress. So she's had to go through all of this transition to get into the Empress. And the moment she's there, the sun brings in this Wheel of Fortune, which is fate and destiny. So, I mean, I feel hope for you guys, but it just could go one of two ways right now. And I feel like, yeah. So this Four of Pentacles energy, this other person, this Knight of Wands energy, very possessive, boundaries and limits, hoarding and holding insecurities, and clingy. Stingy. What the hell does that mean? I don't even know what stingy means, but yeah. This is the issue, is this possessiveness. I don't know if this is her father or who this other masculine energy is, but it's weird. Five of Cups, loss and grief, disappointment, blinded to love. Okay, so that's what it is. She's blinded to love in some type of way. But I do feel she's going to come back in your direction. I mean, it's only a matter of time. And it may end up that she goes through some type of grief with this Knight of Wands devil energy, and that grief could be what pushes her back in your direction. But yeah, she's with this person, she's blinded to love, and it's this devil energy that's got her blinded, basically. The Eight of Swords, this energy has the potential to trap her and restrict her, victimized and helpless, powerless and blinded. Blinded came out twice. Come on, yo. She's obviously being blinded to something. That came out twice. Oh my God, that's crazy. So she's not seeing something clearly. So honestly, what the best thing you can do is to pray for her, because you see the transformation that she's going through. This is not an easy transformation. And then, she may not even realize that you're the emperor until all of a sudden she does, right? And I do feel that that's how it's going to happen. So continue to talk to her, support her, and everything like that. I feel like that there's so much change going on right now. She's so busy in her life that she may not come directly towards you, but she will end up coming back towards you. Like literally, once she decides to sacrifice whatever this is she needs to get rid of, she's going to progress. So I feel very positive about that. You know, if she hasn't reached out in a couple weeks, just send her a text. I don't feel like you need to be afraid to communicate with her or anything like that. Right? I don't feel like she has any negative feelings towards you. I just feel like she's really trying at this time to figure out what she wants and how she's going to get there and how she's going to get her stuff together. And then I'm picking this up and it says celebration. So you may end up going to a celebration where she's there, you know, or there may be a celebration coming. Oh my God, I cut it on fertility. Do you see, Hakeem, how these messages keep repeating themselves? That is insane. I'm using different decks. Yeah, so I feel like she definitely has feeling towards you. She definitely has feelings towards you. She just also has feelings towards somebody else. And that person has got her blinded. And so that's the main issue. She's got to make a decision. And I feel like she's extremely fertile right now. Like that just came out again. Endings. Yeah, this cycle is over. It's time for you to make a change, rebirth. It's time to say goodbye. It's time for her to say goodbye to this person. You haven't spoken since November. So whoever she is currently talking to, that Knight of Cups energy in the reverse, there's going to be a major ending with this person that she's going to have. And then she may reach out to you. And then there may be an opportunity, new job opportunities, change of workplace, or business trip. Change is coming just in time. I feel like if you guys are really meant to be together, that you're going to have a dream. And I don't feel like you need to be afraid to contact her. But I do feel like she's going through so much stuff right now that it's like a very chaotic time to try to make anything happen. Wisdom. Yeah, what I'm saying is very wise. Use your best judgment. So that's why I was feeling like 2 to 3 weeks. Maybe it's like once we get out of this retrograde, things will be a little bit better. You know what? Let's look at the timing, the sacred soul timing. Oh my gosh, I've been on here for an hour and a half. Okay, let's see. Your choice. You're running the show and you get to decide power, authority, and status. That came out twice with the Emperor, power, authority, and status. So you have the power to choose, which means it's basically when you decide to contact her. All right. Is there anything else that needs to come out for him? I feel like she does have feelings towards you. She's just got a lot of other feelings going on. Cancer time. So Cancer is June 22nd to July 22nd. Nurture your interests. I don't know if she's a Cancer. Sensitive cycle security. If you're a Cancer, that other person could be a Cancer. And then September, get back into your groove and be productive. Bustling, peak, faster pace. So yeah, I feel like if you wait till September, you may miss your window. All right. So like what I'm getting is that don't wait longer than, I wouldn't wait longer. If you get into Cancer time, you know that you're running out of time. Okay. The window of opportunity is from now, possibly till September is what I'm picking up. This is how long she's going to be going through major transits, which is like really big change. And she's extremely distracted. It says this name may not be aligned with your highest good, tempting, deceptive secrets. So you also may be meeting somebody in the time that goes by while you're waiting to contact her. Yeah, it's like when you hold on to one person, spirit won't be able to bring in another person because you haven't let go of that person. So You may need to let go of her to gain her back, if that makes sense, if that's what's meant to be. But I do see that there's higher compatibility people out there for you. And I also feel like you're going through a major transformation at this time as well. Gift. You will discover new talents that will lead you to new opportunities. Use opportunities that arise. So if there is an opportunity to make a connection with her, because again, this new job opportunity that came up, if there's an opportunity to make a connection with her, take that opportunity. She's a Sagittarius. Okay. All right. Yeah. I feel like that's, of course, she's a Sagittarius. That's why she's so popular. Sagittariuses are very popular people. And they're very like outgoing and extroverted. Okay, so we're going to just kind of close out this reading. I feel like not to give up all hope, but know that basically she's going through a transformation right now. Okay, so this person that wanted you to carry this 10 of Wands, let's get a conclusion for what that is about. And then we cut all ties with negativity. We call in positivity. I just heard Earth School. Someone said Earth School. Everybody's in Earth School. The Fool. Okay, so this energy is about being spontaneous. You guys are so welcome. It's about being spontaneous. It's kind of like walking too close to the edge, but you know that the universe is ordering your steps, right? So this person, whoever these people were, they really thought that you were dumb. I don't know why. I don't know why this person that tried to hex your social media thinks you're an idiot, but they think that you're foolish enough to accept this 10 of Wands. And that's no, you're going to be saying no to that. So I feel like this person is pissed off. You may end up feeling their energy, but just know that this is not your energy. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles came out again, which is showing me that if this person wasn't draining your energy, you would be in the Queen of Pentacles. If that makes sense, you guys. And the Queen of Pentacles is somebody that's very down to earth. They're also a good worker and, you know, very polite person. So that could be definitely your energy. This solar return, or AKA also solar eclipse, has whatever they did on that, it's backfired. So it's being definitely returned to sender. Okay, you guys. Thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you guys for being here. Okay, I'm going to pray for all of you. Remember, okay, to read scripture, Kiwi Kid, when you start feeling like shit, read this scripture. The Lord protects and preserves them. They are counted among the blessed in the land. He does not give them over to the desire of their foes. The Lord sustains them on their sickbed and restores them from their bed of illness. Okay? Remember that God will restore you from your sickbed. All right? And that nobody else can put you here but you. And so you need to get these people out of your energy. Do whatever you can do. You can use sound. You can use prayer. You can use cleanses. You can cleanse your home. Get rid of anything that's an object that these people have owned or that they had in your house. Get rid of that crap. You don't need that in your house, okay? I can promise you that. You're the Cancer, Hakeem. That totally makes sense. So, yeah, it may be, you know, Cancer season is... I get that it's like a compatibility of an 8 out of 10 if you contact her in Cancer season. But I feel like right now she's going through so much. Yeah. Yeah. And like I was saying, Kiwi Kid, how these people, this Queen of Cups energy, whoever she is to you, she is basically draining your financial energy. You are meant to be a Queen of Pentacles. Okay. You're meant to be a Queen of Pentacles. All right. And so if you had your own energy and you didn't have their energy, you would be a Queen of Pentacles. All right, Beast Boy Osmosis. That sounds good. That sounds like a good plan. I feel like you guys are taking the steps needed to get to where you need to go. So, okay, you guys, know that I love you. Know that God loves you. I'm sending you air hugs, lots of love and peace until the next reading. All right. Peace be with you guys. And yes, Hakeem, contact her in Cancer season. That's the best advice. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. See you in the next one.